You're listening to the Islamic Sustainable Finance and Investment podcast, the show discussing the latest and most exciting developments of Sharia-compliant sustainable finance.
Salaam Takaful completed its parametric-based crop Takaful pilot project with Syngenta Pakistan in December last year. My name is Marlena, the editor of Islamic Sustainable Finance and Investment, and we are joined by Rizwan Hussain, the CEO and Managing Director of Salaam Takaful, to talk about this project and its plans for 2023. Hi Rizwan, thank you for joining us.
Hi Marlene, thank you for inviting me.
So tell us a little about the pilot project.
Well, first of all, this solution is based on our values in which we believe as an organization, because we believe in creating impact through our products and through everything what we do here as an organization. So we being an agricultural economy in Pakistan, and almost 25% of our GDP is based on agriculture. So it is very important for us that we provide the social protection and the coverage to the farmers who are the backbone of our society. Historically, in Pakistan, crop insurance has not been offered to the farmers except the lending by the commercial banks to the farmers. It was embedded in the lending, and the lending by the Islamic banks has been very nominal, I would say minimal. I mean, it's a very, I think, minimum fraction of what the banks lend to the farmers, to the agricultural economy. So that's why I entered into this crop insurance, crop takaful segment.
So what were some of the challenges in conducting the pilot project?
To create a product which has a value for the farmer, we have to create an ecosystem of value creation for the stakeholders who can provide value to the farmers. And to create this value chain, we need to collaborate, because we can't do everything ourselves. So let's take the example of weather modeling. Let's take the example of actuarial modeling for the pricing. And the reinsurers, the seed partners, the fertilizer providers. So we need to collaborate a lot, and we are still collaborating. And if you can see our partners list is almost more than 20 partners who are actively. They are NGOs, they are government, public sector organizations in this value chain. Because the insurance cannot do everything themselves. They are not expert at everything. So we had to develop a product, the solution, which provides the farmer unique, I would say, sense of coverage, because historically the crop insurance has not been offered. And the second part, there are almost 7 to 8 million subsistence farmers who cannot afford crop insurance because they hold about 10 to 12 acres of land, and they simply cannot afford to buy insurance, and to reach them is also a challenge. You can't reach them physically. Logistically, it's not possible for insurance companies to reach them out, and then even if you reach them out, then to offer them an insurance product which they can't afford, it's simply impossible. So we are trying to create an ecosystem with the multinational organizations, with the donors, so that we can showcase them a product which has a value. It has been a significant challenge for us, because different partners have different values for their own organization. The values need to be aligned. If the values are not aligned, you can't work for long term. So the first, we need to align the values. For suppose if you take the example of Syngenta, Syngenta believes in what we believe. So the values are aligned. We are all working for the betterment and the well-being, and to provide protection for the farmer. So here comes the product. Because the values are aligned, and we can ask the farmers. We are creating an ecosystem where they have this actionable advisory through which, if they are able to increase the yield of the crop, they will be self-sustainable in a short period of time, in a year or 2 years time, inshallah ta'ala.
So you talked a little about Islamic banks earlier. We're seeing Salaam Takaful partner with banking entities to integrate its coverage in banking products. Will Salaam Takaful continue to explore collaborations in the banking space?
Well, you see, the Islamic banks or the conventional banks in Pakistan have not been offering the crop loans per se. I mean, they offer it, but it's not that big. I mean, as it should have been. even if we embed our product with the banks for this crop insurance, it would not reach to the masses. I mean, that's a big challenge because only a handful of farmers are being offered loans by the banks. We do work with the banks, and we recently signed off with a Islamic bank to offer a crop insurance with their crop loan. But having said that, that's a big challenge because we will keep on, embedding the crop insurance with the Islamic banks or conventional banks crop loan products. But that is not our main area because only 2, 3, 4, 5% of the farmers, whole country, are taking loans from the banks. So predominantly the 90-95% farmers are out of this banking system. So then there's a challenge that we have to create a system where the farmers are being provided a coverage, crop protection, which stands alone on its own, I would say, sustainability.
That sounds like a major challenge. So you talked a little bit about the underserved agricultural sector. Why do you think it's the case that the agricultural sector is underserved by the banking industry in Pakistan?
Well, I think that the bankers would obviously would be a good position to comment on that. But I think as finance professionals, banking or insurance, we are too much in our comfort zone. We don't want to get out our rooms, our air-conditioned rooms, and our big cars to go to the farms, to go to the farmer and to know what is their problem, because we are too much happy with the corporate clients who are giving us business and they need insurance, in any case. So they'll acquire insurance and then we'll provide insurance or the banking products to the big customers. The same goes with the banking as well. So the banking and insurance go together. The banking, the penetration for the banking industry is quite low as compared to the population, and the inclusion is not there. The digital banks are now being given license this year. They'll try to disrupt the market. And same goes for the insurance companies. The insurance companies are only running after the corporate sector, the SME and the consumers being neglected for ages, 50 years or 70 years. That's why the penetration is so low.
So to speak, it's not where the money is.
Absolutely. I mean, the corporate clients won't make money. You just leave money right now. I mean, we don't talk about money right now. I mean, how do we sustain if we don't go to the masses and to the bottom of the pyramid people and we make them inclusive in the financial system? I mean, if the money is, is just moving around in some hands, and that money is not going to the bottom of the pyramid. So, I mean, you tell me how do you make a sustainable financial system? So this system is, to be honest, is not sustainable. You see, we talk about impact. I mean, with all due respect to, and with my, the elders and my colleagues in the banking and insurance sector, please let me know, what impact we have created over the years. I mean, if I ask, it's a tough call. If we could, say that every bank in Pakistan will be a commercial bank, will be Islamic bank, what difference would it make to the common man? It's a tough question. I mean, nobody has the answer for that. And the same goes with the insurance people. So this is the fundamental flaw, because we are not creating an impact.
You mentioned that agricultural coverage is difficult to offer through banking. What are some of the opportunities for parametric takaful in Islamic banking?
Well, the Islamic banks, if they, start offering the agricultural product, and obviously they need to go to the farmers. I mean, they need to find their own distribution system. Obviously, we being partner, we go with them and we embed the product with their loan product, and we create a product from the insurance point of view that it's kind of, unique and unmatchable for the preference of the farmer. And the actionable advisory and the, weather forecast and, how much water to put in and, how much nitrogen to put in, how to increase your yield. We let them know the soil moisture and we let them know how much water to put in. The objective is to increase the yield of the farmer so that the yield increases. Maybe they don't need the loan from the bank. I mean, they can afford insurance on their own. So this is the idea. It's just selling a product to the farmer that you just, buy a policy would not serve the purpose. That's why we are trying to create that type of ecosystem.
So now to pivot a little, Salaam Takaful has also recently launched Pakistan's first pay-as-you-drive plan. So what is this policy and why was it developed?
We try a lot of things, and we have been trying for the last last 4 years when we took over the company. So we have done some things which have never been done in the industry before. So, such as SECP, the commission or regulator, they announced two sandboxes, and we were the only Takaful company or insurance company to get into those sandboxes. And in the first sandbox, we went for the parametric crop Takaful, and the second sandbox, we did this pay as how you drive. So we believe in innovation, and we feel that this is something which the customer demands, the customer needs, and this is how we develop this product.
So would you say that the mileage-based approach on the pay-as-you-drive policy is similar to the parametric policy in that it is data-driven?
Of course, you see, it's all about, putting data into work. We being Muslims, we believe that what you call taqdeer and the luck and everything is numbered. I mean, everything is defined. So if we do into the calculation, the mathematics, the actuarial, and the data, the answers are there. That the only problem that we have that we don't have facts in front of us. So we just keep on guessing, and then we are trying things. So if we have the data, then the ability to use the data is the key. You see, customers always demanding, and being a customer-oriented company and then being a predominantly a consumer-oriented company, we have to innovate because maybe you have a different need and maybe your friend has a different need. So it's very challenging and very exciting for us that we are trying to create products for customers who are demanding, and then why not? It keeps us, motivated and intellectually stimulated, and we love that.
So you mentioned the importance of collaboration a little earlier. Salaam Takaful has partnered with several entities over the past year. What is its strategy for 2023 in terms of collaboration?
More collaboration. That's in one simple answer. More collaboration, because you see, we are trying to do things which nobody has done before in the industry. I'll just give you an example that we are trying to create an alliance with an insurance company, being our competitor, and then you'll see. It is going to happen soon in a month or so. So it hasn't been done before. You do work with the insurance companies together on a co-insurance basis, on a reinsurance basis. But for offering products which they offer and we don't offer, and they offer the products which we offer, they don't offer. That has not been done before. I would say, it's difficult to see in Pakistan happening. So collaboration is the key. And why collaboration is the key? Because the experience you have, I can never have that experience. And then the expertise you have, I can never have that. I don't want to acquire that experience. So it's about complementing strengths. We complement each other's strengths, and then we see that in the value chain who has more value for the customer, and then we try to collaborate with that partner. And before that, obviously, the values should be aligned because we always think long term. We try to create impact, and then obviously it's something which we value. If the partner is not value driven, if they're not thinking long term, they're not thinking about creating impact, so they're not innovative. So then it would be difficult for us to partner with them. So for the collaboration and partnerships, I guess those are some keys for us.
I see. So is this upcoming partnership similar in nature to Salaam Takaful's partnership with Blink Parametric last year?
I see, so many partnerships right now are in place. So many international partners, so many local partners. From last year's point of view, this year, I think you will see more collaboration and more partnerships. And then for the digital insurance company, digital Takaful company. So we applied for that, and we will be launching this year, I think in 2 months' time, digital life insurance, life Takaful company. The journey is throughout all in all digital. So that would be a big step coming in next 2 months, inshallah.
So what kind of products will be offered through this?
Bunch of products. Annuities, pension schemes, saving products. This what you call the endowment policies.
That's very exciting. I'm excited to see what happens for Salaam Takaful this year. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Marlene.
Thank you for listening. For more discussions on Islamic sustainable finance and investment, log on to www.islamicsustainable.com. You can also listen to the episodes on your favorite platforms, including iTunes and Spotify.